If you're anything like me and you love Warmoth products, you probably got really excited recently. At least I did. I mean, I've built several Warmoth guitars, and all their components that I've ordered from them have been nothing but top notch. I mean, seriously, top quality. It's just awesome. But recently, they released 40 guitars, two different models they designed from the ground up. One is a MEADOWHAWK, was more of a Les Paul kind of style. The other one was they call it the Redshifter. I got one. Only 20 made, man. You want to talk about being excited? I was excited. I'm pretty sure that they're going to end up keeping this as a model down the road. And just giving my Sir class, I guess, a run for his money. But this ain't going to be all fluff, man. There's a couple things I'm going to critique on their first production model. Hey, they need to hear it back, right? Majority of it's good. Don't worry, Warmoth. Y'all did a great job. Let's get to it, man. Let's do a full review on this sucker. I'm pretty open and honest about stuff. What did this guitar cost? It was $19.95 and $90 shipping. What did it come with? Well, I didn't get charged tax, which I don't care why. It don't matter. Well, of course, the guitar. Then they gave you the Gator Pro gig bag, which I'm not even going to go through that. That's a pretty sweet ass gig bag. I mean, I play in my house, whatever, but it's not like I'm going to throw the guitar and walk around my house, come back and say I used it. But I do go to a friend's house every once in a while. But this is more important to me. I can tell there's some really good women that work at Warmoth because ain't no dudes thought about this stuff. This came with this guitar to commemorate their 40th anniversary. One, let's go over here and say, you got a nice spec sheet. It's the nice touches that count for stuff. That really shows that Warmoth actually took this very seriously and said, hey, this is really important to us. If you're one of the lucky ones that can get one, we want to thank you. All right? But seriously, this is a great company. This is what they sent along with that guitar. Hooded sweatshirt. I actually haven't even opened this up yet. We got to go through this. You're going to come through this with me. Warmoth 40th anniversary hooded sweat. Gangster 1980 style. Classic tee. Warmoth. Oh, I'm doing this one-handed. Please don't blame me. Another t-shirt. Probably long sleeve. Come on, man. Warmoth, y'all awesome. What do you got in here? Pen. This pen is repurposed spalted ash maple from guitar manufacturing. Handmade in Puyallup, Washington. And a little custom pick. Keychain. And what do we got in here? Hey, I'm showing you this stuff's important to the show. Because I really want to demonstrate how awesome of a company Warmoth is. And I apologize for dumping all this stuff in here. But I'm doing this one-handed, so what do we got? Oh, I didn't. See? Yeah, you guys are awesome. What we got here? Little samples for some stuff. Stickers. Never have enough stickers, right? You have more Warmoth stickers and some of their decals. Oh, cool, man. Warmoth, you guys are awesome. It's the small stuff that counts. Hey, let's get into the meat potatoes, which is the guitar. We're going to knock out some specs for this guitar. If you didn't watch Warmoth's original videos, you get to watch mine, of course. I'm doing an actual review, and like I said, this is going to be pretty in-depth, so it might be a little bit lengthy, but stick through it, okay? Anyways, you got two-piece mahogany body. That's split left to right. You got a piece of canary that travels all the way up through that body. And that is top to bottom, okay? So that is split two-piece left to right. They do have a matching canary stripe that goes up through that Indian rosewood fretboard. All right, this is a quarter-sawn roasted maple neck. That is their standard thin profile, which is my favorite profile, actually, of theirs. I've had quite a few necks that I've ordered from them, and I love that profile. Stainless steel 6150 frets, and I would say those are pretty close to like your current Fender medium jumbos. I would say that's what it feels like to me. They got a little two-step design on the headstock here. This is all gloss on front. You got a matching maple flame top, or veneer, I should say. Same thing with a veneer on the body. This is not a cap, but it does have a two-step design here, which is really cool. Sort of reminiscent, I think, a little bit of that Friedman kind of look, I guess, which I always thought his headstocks looked really cool. But just that part by itself sort of reminds me of a Parker Fly. Yeah, a little inspiration from Parker Fly, especially the upper bout there and that little sharper edge right there. A little Parker Fly inspiration, maybe, huh? Maybe that's what everyone was getting a little bit from. Bare knuckle, Holy Diver pickups, a little more of a 80s inspired kind of medium to high output, especially the bridge, not so much the neck. These are calibrated set. Don't worry about what pickups are designed for you. And you can throw any pickup in any guitar and get whatever tones you want. Surely that's how I am. There's not, you don't have metal pickups personally. I don't look at things that way. Anyways, Goto 510, solid steel block, solid saddles. Goto make great trims. They're using PRS potentiometers. They do have a nice taper to them. I would say that the best taper I've ever found on any potentiometer is the Mojo Tone vintage taper, and these are actually very similar to that, so I do like these. One volume, one tone, three-way selector, of course. None of that splitty crap, right? Yeah, oversized strap buttons. Aaron's biggest thing. I like Aaron. Let's take a look at the back side here. Flip that bad boy over. All right. Now, with this guitar, they kept one neck and one body from start to finish together. So as they did this custom contour heel, as they were sanding, as they were stating in the video, they can sort of mate them up and keep the sanding pretty even between both if this one flows to the other. You got a nice little belly cut right here, which is definitely different than a Strat. This portion sort of is, but it sort of stops abruptly right here, and it's nice for somebody like me, skinny, because it actually keeps the guitar right against my ribs. It's pretty cool. And rear route for the electronics, which we're going to open those up and take a look at in a second. But beautiful, gloss on the back, satin on the back of the neck, feels just like my Sur does. And Godo, I think they call these their Imperial tuners, and I always thought those were sort of goofy looking, but when this arrived, I'm like, man, no, those look really nice, and they're actually really easy to turn. If you compare these kind of tuners to something like on my traditional Fenders here, I've always hated these style because like my thumbs always hit the next one when I'm turning. You actually avoid that with those tuners, so that's a cool thing. So, well thought out guitar. I'm sorry I'm doing a lot of this stuff one hand today, but you know, I only got two hands, so got to hold the camera. Beautiful guitar. That is their design from the ground up, and man, I think it's beautiful. So let's get to the nitty gritty. All right, Warmoth, here we go. What's the first thing we're going to tackle? Fret ends, man. Butter smooth. Fret polishing. Fret leveling. Excellent. Whoever did the frets on these guitars. This is number 20. Whoever you are, I love you. All right, I'm telling you, great job. Fret ends are nicely polished, rounded over. I hope we can get a little light on that. See that? A little blurry. Anyways, and they did a pretty interesting thing with the fret ends. They cut the tang back and set the fret in, which I think they referred to as a ghost tang. So it looks nice and clean. You don't see the end of the fret tang on the side of the fretboard. Nice little touch. Looks nice and super clean. All right, but yeah, no, seriously, guys, fret work is top notch. It's just perfect. This thing plays buttery smooth. It really does. It truly does. All right, let's go to the next thing. Nut. This is a Tusk XL nut, so it's pre-cut, but they took the time and rounded off the nut edges, which is a big thing to me, because if you just have a blank nut or a pre-cut nut installed, you're going to have that very sharp edge, even from Tusk. I know I've installed it myself. They took the time to round that over. That's a pet peeve of mine when a guitar manufacturer, come on, focus, does not round over that front edge of that nut, because the edge of my thumb will hit it sometimes, and yeah, it doesn't affect playability, but it just, I don't know, I hate it. But seriously, that's attention to detail. Okay, so fretwork, honestly, guys, we're going to give you 11 out of 10. Yeah, like I said, whoever did this final fretwork, I love you, man. You're great. Overall, final inspection and finish as far as quality, there is not a single scratch on this guitar. Not a single spore mark, nothing. All their mask lines from that die for the transitions from that maple veneer into the mahogany is perfect. All the way around, center stripe the canary. Same thing with the headstock. I couldn't find a little, even speck of anything out of place. 10 out of 10, Warmoth. No crap, I'm giving it to you. Overall design of the guitar, it's original. Man, I'm telling you. It's definitely different than a Stratocaster body. You got about 3 inches from that low E string to the scoop of that lower horn. And that does let it sit a little bit lower on your body as you're in a seated position. A Stratocaster is usually about 3.5. So when I was playing this for a while, then I transitioned back to my Sur or one of my Strats. That Strat felt huge compared to this. So it's a slightly downsized body, and I think I haven't measured that backside, but I'd say that's slightly shorter too. A little bit reminiscent of a soloist body. It was ever so slightly, just a little bit. So anyways, final finish, everything spotless. But we got one big one. This is where I'm going to gig Warmoth on this one. Okay. Now let's reference this to a Stratocaster for a minute. First thing I do when I look at a guitar, specifically a Stratocaster, is I look at the fret dot markers. And they should split that gap all the way between the 4th and 3rd string, evenly all the way up. And if you ever notice that that string will cross over the edge of a fret dot, that tells you that your neck is ever so slightly canted. Now this one, if you watch it, look at the G string right there, where that canary starts, right here. You travel that all the way up, and you see how those cross, okay? So what that is telling me is that this neck in this neck pocket is canted ever so slightly counterclockwise. Now what does that really affect? That's going to affect your string pull through your nut slots there. You can have some slight binding, especially on a guitar that has a tremolo. So Warmoth, I'm definitely going to gig you on this one. Most likely, there's probably some extra finish that I'll have to scrape out of this back left corner and this bottom right corner right here. All right, loosen that neck up afterwards, of course. Scrape that out, erase out that neck, and try to get it straight. And I should be successful with that. But to me, that is a big thing, especially when you guys put a lot of effort into having that center canary stripe come all the way up. Catches your eye. Now, right now, it really hasn't affected the playability that I've noticed. The guitar does stay in tune rather well. Those are brand new strings and such, but Warmoth, I'm going to get you on that one. If you guys continue to build these guitars down the road, you're going to have to nail that one. Okay? 10 out of 10 everything else. That one I'm going to gig you. I ain't going to give you a score on that one. But I'm just being real. This is Warmoth's first production model, so, you know, let's give him some honest to God feedback. Everything else is great, man. We're going to take a look at these electronics here and see how neat they did the wiring. Oh, I'm a big nerd when it comes to soldering stuff, so let's see. All right, let's take a look at our electronics. Shielding on the back side of the cover, shielding paint on the inside. We got 0.033 microfarad cap, treble bleed circuit. Neat soldering. That's pretty neat. Hey, that's better than most major manufacturers. Good job, Warmoth. Nice and neat. Okay, I got it. You want to hear tones, right? You just want to, dude, shut up. No, I'm not going to shut up because I'm doing a review on a guitar. If you don't like it, go watch something else. There's a lot of feedback for Warmoth and any future purchasers of this guitar. People might want to know this stuff. It's important, life-changing. And I'm wearing contacts today, and everything seems a hell of a lot bigger. Sort of weird. Anyways, we're going to get to some tones. We're going to keep it short today for some tones. Run through some clean stuff all the way to distortion. These are some squealy-ass pickups, man. I got some harmonics like just flying off that guitar. Like, really. Those bare-knuckle pickups are pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm going to do another video, though, you know, to capture some more tones. But we're going to keep it quick on the tones today and just do the little run through the gamut, cleans all the way up to fuzz and distortion, all that kind of stuff, and, you know, just do a general rundown of it. But I'm pretty happy I bought this guitar. I feel honored to get it, honestly. Warmoth, I love you guys. Anyways, let's roll to the neck position here. You got a deluxe reverb kind of clean setting on the Helix. Go full volume neck on these holy divers. Roll that volume back just a touch. Clean up, very nice. Listen to that. All right, let's go to neck and middle. Let's see how honky this is on the bridge. A little bit of mid-heavy pickup. Let's see. So, not bad. Not bad. Well, they're good, but not bad. Let's go to a... So we're going to keep this sort of quick here. Let's go to a really fat, overdriven sound. Let's see. That was the neck. Let's do neck and middle. And our bridge. Play that over a little backing track here. neck's got a nice fatness to it, but not like my Les Paul gets like a little bit indiscernible. Especially this is a longer scale, helps a little bit. Bridge got some bite to her though. All right, let's try something else. Let's try a really like compressed, like a cranked tweed kind of sound on the bridge there. Neck back. See how well this cleans up. Same settings. Alright, you get the drift there. What about some higher gain stuff? We do have some serious squeals. Some serious squeals on this guitar. That's my Van Halen version, or imitation. Really bad, right? Just try to demonstrate the squeals. I missed half of them, but yeah, real flexible. That's my first impressions of them, man. That was just a quick run through. Maybe we'll make another video here. And they got little ones coming in, so I guess that's a wrap. What you want, baby? Yeah, I'll play with you in just a second. See, that's the nick of time. Well, I wrapped that video up just in time. Kids always coming in, trying to get a couple minutes to make something. Doesn't always turn out great, but you know, final thoughts on this guitar, man. I love it, seriously. They got some little bit of breaking in to do on it. Maybe a little final setup for myself, my own personal likings. Get that neck straightened up and all. But you know, Warmoth, you guys did a great job. And Yella, anything you want to say? This kid's about tired already, man. It's not even noon. Well, I got to go play, man. Anyways, Warmoth, thank you. You guys made a great guitar, and hopefully this little review helped out a few people. Right, baby? Blank stare. All right, peace, guys.